clean the screen. Alright, time for another stream. This one might be a little dry. It's about the AGI.blue website, so it's very text oriented. Also, the source code is one of the longer ones. It takes like 20 seconds to transpile and compile now. So if you want to see moving pictures all the time, this may not be the stream for you. But I have some nice little stuff on the side. This module here has an icon. My modules can now change their icons. Let's check the source code. And as usual, it's very short. Here I get a smiley icon by choosing a random emotion out of a list. Look at these nice function names. That's how I make functions. Toss a coin, it returns true or false. I can select, and if it's not enabled, it reverts to the standard coffee cup icon. And note how bot-like it is. Emotions have numbers here and precise timestamps. And of course there is no logic behind the emotion. It's just a random thing. Let's leave this running. We have a multitasking enabled machine, so no problem. What is AGI.blue? AGI.blue is my database for knowledge. It's completely open. You can create slices, which are little parts of the database. By default, slices are isolated from each other, but they are always connected also. That is the central idea. Let's look at some stats here. And yeah, it has loaded a few slices. It only loads those that are requested by the user. It can unload the slices too. And total number is 53. Lots of user objects, but these are mostly anonymous users. And there's a central index. The central index is a list of phrases or words and points to the slices. So this is the structure. These are the slices. The central index is the structure we want to make work now. It works, but it's not really accessible that much. Here was one button before. It was called ask. And the problem was that if you typed something here, it was added to the current slice automatically. There was no conceptual difference between searching and adding to the database, which is not perfect, obviously. So now we split this, and I want to make this search button work. Add to slice should still work as normal. Patterns to greet someone. How are you? Name. Huh? This is just an indicator that it's the first time this phrase was entered. Here it is. Here is an empty, I think. Is it empty? An empty entry, which seems like a little bug. But what do you want to make? Oh, cut. What we want to make work is this button here. So we go into the editor and see where in this really long source code we can add this. It's somewhere in the renderer class. Here. The renderer class handles everything on the front end. So somewhere there's the central serve function where every request goes in. We see which slice we're in. We do this and that. And here are the different URLs. So we should forward to a search page. I'm trying a new keyboard layout here. keyboard layout. It means I have the keyboard on my lap to improve with the sounds. I'm still using the internal microphone of the laptop. The point with this search thing is it's a parameter, it's not a URL. So let's put it up here. If there is the parameter search action, serve search action. Do we have an end of the request? Yes, we have. Let's put it here. Serve search action. The URI and the parameters are all in the object we're in, so we need nothing here. And then we serve some page. There's something called, let's mark this so we know where we are at. Mini page. I call it called mini page, I think, for some very simple layout. Let's go for that. XXX confirmed. All right. Let's see if the stream is doing fine. That looks great. So what do we want to serve? First of all, we need to know the search term. I believe it might already be set. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Search action. So what's the title? The title is search. Searching for Q. AGI.blue name, title, and this must be the contents of the page. What we're searching for is already in the heading here. So we want something like results in slice. Let's make this heading bigger. Results in slice. Slice concept. Name. Actually, the other way around. And then results in central in typing skills A+. Results in central index. Here. Da-da. Yeah. It's just to try to compile this just for a laugh. Coffee is empty. Oh no, there is iced tea. It's the only good iced tea. Sparkling Lipton is the best. It was on sale too. Hold on, what? This compiled? Oh, it compiled. We do have to reload it manually in this case. I should automate that. Reload it in a few seconds. Okay, give me some input. Computer. Search. Searching for null. if we had a bug jar, I'd have to put something in the bug jar right now. Because obviously it is a bug. What if the search string is empty? Let's worry about it later. The Q field should be available in the request object. And yeah, with this long source code it takes like 20 seconds. Oh no, that felt a little faster. 20 seconds to transpile. I am working on a very smart data structure for the transpiler. When you have a long source code and you want to find some constructs in the source code, I make a data structure that has an index for every token. It's not trivial to do, but when this works out, the transpilation should be blazingly fast. Searching for computer. No results, but that is our fault. Searching for. Let's do maybe the central index thing first. We had this already. Central index, I think it's called literal search. This is the version for the bot. You can call the bot, no, the bot can call AGI.blue, get index results as JSON. And these meager 2 lines do this job. So we do the same thing. Serve search. We should reinstate the triple X here. Funny as it looks. Okay, we have the central index entries. Okay, if Q is empty, you are searching for nothing. We return this even without a layout or anything, just plain message. Okay, we have a list of phrases. We make a table from the central index entries. I believe this is how it works. And we need some columns for the table. Phrase. And we might want to know where it was found. So I believe it's called center index entry. Yeah, reuse the same. The variables, man, who cares? This and the map and this and yes. Here's the phrase. Slices. We want the number of slices, right? Central index entry. Oh, here we are. Let's look at the definition. Central index entry. Oh, that's all it is. It's a set of slices. Count is fine. And Let's be really precise here, and if the index entry was removed while we are delivering this page, we return nothing. And these are the things, you know. Concurrent events, concurrent programming is always hard. We got a list of things here, up here, and then we render this list, and while we do it, theoretically the list may change, although I believe we could just cache the index because it's always replaced when it changes. It's not updated, it's replaced as a whole. So we can get rid of this problem. CI central index map central index entry. Yeah, this should do it. Now we have our own variables, so this will not be disturbed. We operate on one copy of the index in peace, while theoretically another index could be made in the background. Ultimately, I want the AI to think about these hard programming problems, so these typical problems in programming. This is one of the major innovations we can make. Is AI thinking about programming on a symbolic level. It's not hard. It is hard. It's doable. It's not hard, it's just a lot of work to get there, to have an engine that thinks in language. They say it can't be done. They say symbolism, the symbolic AI movement, that's not going to do it. But it is going to do it. It is going to do what we want an AI to do. Slices, and let's maybe pick out a reasonable number. Take first 3, I guess. Take the first 3 slices and render them somehow. What is the slice concept? Make sure it has a name. Now we have to render the link to the slice. Yeah. Wait a second. Where is links to? Oh God, no. AGI.blue has n slices. Here, slice home URL. This is a link to the slice, but there should be a function that shortens this even more. Slice link HTML. Slice. It's not a good idea to change code somewhere else other than where I'm actually testing. But in this case, I'm going to do it. Where's my XXX? Here. So it's called slice link. Link HTML. And we join with a comma. Let's drop this count here. Let's just return the slice names plus an indicator if there are more, how many more there are. If it's more than 3, plus -3, more. This should also be a link so we can see all the slices. Let's do that later. And if there are 3 or less, nothing needs to be added here. Map. And boom. If I leave it open, the sparkling part goes out. If I close it, I have to open it again. Difficult decision. Loaded slice. We have loaded slice and we have slice. As I said, it's a rather dry stream, but it's important work, and it's a good project. Index entry, where is it? Of course, I'm not using an IDE, so I have a little disadvantage, but I have this programming language I make myself, and that makes up for it. It really does make up for it. Having a better language goes all the way. It's so important. I heard. Wait, I thought this is the size of the. What am I missing here? Size link. Oh, the tiniest thing. I need some transpilation music. Play some music while it transpiles. Oh, it's pretty fast right now. Server's in a good mood. Searching for computer. Okay, there's an empty table. That's pretty good. Why is there an empty table? Okay, I should change this here. Why is there an empty table? Source code, please. Table border empty. Ha. Ha, you are searching for that cannot be right. That cannot be right. We have the central index entries. It's 29,000 entries. I'm sure there are a few entries with computer in them. Oh yeah, let's do the bot version. Central index literal search. Here, this is the bot version of the search. Love computers. And there it is. So, why are we not seeing anything? Searching for computer. Okay, deduction time. Searching for quote Q. So we know that Q contains the word computer. So this is a case-insensitive search. That should not be the problem. But entries is empty. search. Is our central index reference broken? How would that be possible though? That cannot be possible. So let's return the size of the index we are working on. Just to debug this. Entries. If this was a freelancer job, I'd get my $30 or $50 per hour or even more. So I could happily search for a bug. And now it works. Are you kidding me? Oh, I reloaded the thing, the module on the server, and the index is empty. It makes the index after it boots up. So, oh yes. Oh yes, got it. Okay. We have this. Yeah, good. So we can find things in the central index. Love, always good to search for. Okay, defaults to search. I just press enter here. Of course, this is work in progress. How exactly? I mean, this is a central search box. It's like what Google used to be successful. Their central search box. So how do we make our central search box? And what do we actually want to do? I mean, one thing we want is patterns, work on patterns. For example, you can put a sentence in here, and then we go through the slice called common noun variations, which relates a word like computer to my computer, your computer, their computer, whatever, and 3 more function calls, and it will perform these replacements in the sentence. A lot of lookups, and it made 10 variations. The computer is fast, a computer is fast, and it actually corrects the verb here, the verb corrector, from is to are or am. Any example here? No, because there's only one variation where this will apply. Though here, some computers are fast. There it was. Here, all computers are fast. I do random sentences. Just random stuff. I think I'm satisfied already. I made a new function. Satisfaction. Yeah. This is a slice that removes punctuation from input. One of the many AI functions. I'm also making like bots on a, what do you call that, a conveyor belt. I produce lots of Discord bots for what should the AI do? What should the AI do? The AI should find numbers, the AI should do this, the AI should do that. And what can the AI do? That's the other bot. Yeah, nothing yet. I can help us solve. Does it work? What can the AI do? No, it's a bug. Oh man, the AI can. The AI can. Yeah. So I end the stream with a buggy bot. That's very good. We did deliver a bot. It's the music bot, MK Lab. It streams music. Streams the radio and Discord. And I dedicated some server resources for that. And we have the funny bot. It's not my own bot. Made by a friend of mine. Whenever you use the word ass even in a word, it's angry right away. So, bots, bots, bots. Okay, that's it for now. Tune in again. Goodbye.